So a dream big panel is a big piece of fabric with a flower or a poinsettia. This is their, I don't know if they call them different names, but this one is a dream big panel. There might be different names for the poinsettia. But they have these individual petals, and someone has done this amazing job of, like I bought mine from Stitch Delight, but they did this awesome job of creating a pattern for each of the different petals to be quilted out. They're all numbered, so you can, I started with number 1 and went across, and then I went down to the bottom and basted and went down to the bottom and came across the bottom, and then I'm kind of working my way into the middle. Personally, I really think that you should start in the middle, and I didn't do it this way, and I don't know why I was not thinking clearly. You should start in the middle and work your way out, so the bulk of the fabric will be pushed out. I think I did a pretty good job of getting it flattened out and straightened with all of my basting, so I'm not too worried about it, but I should have done it the other way. Also, make sure you have, number 2 tip, make sure that you have enough thread for the things you're going to do, because I don't know about the other ones, but this company, Stitch Delight, every one of these petals has, every single line is doubled over quilting. So it's double quilted here, it's double quilted on all these lines. So it takes double the amount of thread that you think. And I started off with just, if you can see my thread over there, all of my cones are used up cones. So I don't have a lot of cones, I don't have a lot of thread. It's working out, I think I'm going to be okay because I used enough colors. But tip number 4, or 3, I think I'm on 3. Always make sure you start with a full bobbin. Some of these have just intense quilting on them. And so, like you can see this one, it's really pretty. It's going to be stitched out like that. So it's going to have a lot of quilting. It doesn't take a full bobbin each petal. I've gotten about three petals per bobbin, but some has been a little less because of the intense stitching. I haven't exactly timed it out, but most of them take about 20 minutes to do a petal or less. Some of them like this have less stitching, so they didn't take as long. The other tip, I did a double batting for mine because I really wanted my stitching to really stick out. So I've got, I really wanted that puff to it. And so to really give that definition, I did a double batting. And I just used a layer of cotton and a layer of natural Hobbs 80/20. And it's going through great. I have not had hardly any issues. Tip number 5 or 6, whatever I'm on. If you think you're going to run out of bobbin, you should stop it before you get to the intricate parts. Because some of the really intricate parts, I can't find one at the moment to show you, they're all rolled up. But like in here, it is really hard to find where your thread broke. And if your machine is like mine, it doesn't automatically go back to that spot. There's a lot of double lines. Remember I said everything crosses over twice? So if you are trying to find your spot, a lot of times it's going the other direction instead of the line it's supposed to be going on. I speak from experience, this is hard. So if you have intense stitching, like this petal's turning out to be, make sure you start with a pretty full bobbin. This bobbin was about 3/4 of the way full, and I felt like it was going to be okay. It's been really easy to change out the threads. It has not been a big issue. Sorry, it's really noisy, but I wanted to show you while it was running. The other thing is if you could map out what color you want on the petals on the paper, I should have done that. That would have been smarter because I did this section first and then I took it off my machine, put it away, came back, put it back on weeks and weeks, probably months later. I think it's been like 10 months since I've worked on this quilt. I put it back on, rolled it up, started at the bottom section here, and started using another purple. I'd forgotten that I had used this light purple at the top. I don't think it's gonna be a huge deal because I've been using, if you can see that darker purple that's a variegated. I'm kind of thinking with the way the light is with the coloring, I can make it work and it'll still be really pretty. But I wish I would have paid more attention to my colors. So next time I would definitely color in or make a marking of what colors you're doing on this maybe giving each thread a number and then marking it with another number down on here, or coloring it with colored pencils. Either way would work great. I feel like there was one more tip I had for you.